Welcome back to Golden ERA Coin, the ultimate destination for all coin enthusiasts, collectors, and treasure hunters. If you love the thrill of finding hidden gems in your spare change or learning about the secrets of rare coins, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins ever to circulate in American history. Get ready, because we are exploring the legendary 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny could actually be worth an absolutely jaw-dropping $6,855 million in today's market. Stick with me because we are about to uncover the full story behind this coin, its rich and complex history, why it holds such incredible value, and how you might be lucky enough to find one hiding in your own pocket change. History of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin. To truly understand the power and value of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to travel back through time. The 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln cent, has a history that stretches over a full century. It was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Lincoln was the first real historical figure to appear on American circulating coins, a major break from the traditional designs that featured symbolic imagery like Lady Liberty. Fast forward nearly 100 years to the year 2006. This was a significant time for the United States Mint. The nation was preparing for the upcoming 2009 bicentennial of Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln cent itself. Collectors were buzzing with excitement, anticipating special editions and rare minting errors. Amidst all this energy, the Denver Mint struck the 2006 Lincoln cents, many of which would become the stuff of legend. The Denver Mint, located in Colorado, is known for producing coins marked with the famous D Mint mark. In 2006, the Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1-cent coins. But as with every large-scale production, a few very special and extremely rare variations slipped through the cracks. These were coins with minting errors, unexpected die varieties, or unique compositions, making them exceptionally rare and incredibly valuable today. The 2006 Lincoln cent features the classic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side, we see the iconic Lincoln Memorial, introduced back in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It is a beautiful piece of American artistry, symbolizing strength, unity, and enduring legacy. However, what makes the 2006 penny so special is not just its traditional design but the rarity of pristine, high-quality examples combined with the existence of extremely rare errors and varieties that collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune to acquire. Why the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin is worth big money, you might be asking yourself. How can a coin that was minted by the hundreds of millions possibly be worth $6,855 million? Well, the answer lies in a perfect storm of rarity, historical importance, and collector demand. Firstly, the condition of the coin is everything. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, particularly those that achieve a near-perfect grade of MS 68 or even MS 69, are incredibly rare. These coins must have flawless surfaces, sharp strikes, and brilliant luster, virtually untouched by human hands or circulation damage. Secondly, special varieties and minting errors are the true gold mines. Some 2006 Lincoln cents feature double dies, where the image appears to be slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. Others might have off-center strikes, broad strikes, or die clashes, each type adding significantly to the coin's uniqueness and value. Collectors go wild for these anomalies because they represent history captured in a moment of imperfection. In fact, certain varieties and errors from 2006 have been auctioned for tens of thousands of dollars individually, and if a unique or previously undiscovered variety were to be authenticated, it could command a multi-million-dollar price tag. Finally, the numismatic market itself has exploded in recent years. Interest in rare coins has never been higher, driven by both traditional collectors and wealthy investors seeking tangible assets. This surge in demand combined with the natural scarcity of top-quality 2006 Liberty 1-cent coins creates the perfect environment for astronomical values. Current market value of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin, as of today, experts and top auction houses estimate that the combined market value of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coins, particularly those in mint condition with rare varieties, has reached an unbelievable $6,855 million. That's right, $6,855 million. Individual coins have been known to sell for anywhere between a few $100s to several tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the grade, era, and overall eye appeal. And for the ultimate examples, those rare coins with perfect grading, spectacular errors, and unmatched historical importance, the sky truly is the limit. Imagine finding a simple 2006 penny in your piggy bank or cash register drawer, only to discover it could be worth life-changing money. That is the magic and the mystery of coin collecting. It turns everyday pocket change into dreams of fortune and historical treasure. Tips to identify a valuable 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you are excited and ready to go treasure hunting, here are a few tips to help you find the golden ticket among your 2006 pennies. First, examine the coin's surface carefully. Look for clean, bright luster and minimal signs of wear or contact marks. The higher the quality, the better. Second, use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect for doubling, especially on Lincoln's face, the lettering, or the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. Even the slightest doubling can significantly increase value. Third, check for unusual shapes, off-center designs, or strange markings. These are signs of minting errors that collectors highly prize. Finally, if you believe you have found something special, do not hesitate to have your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A formal certification can massively boost your coin's market value and make it easier to sell at top dollar. The 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a piece of copper and zinc. It is a portal into American history, a symbol of the mint's craftsmanship, and, for those lucky enough to find the rare gems, a passport to unimaginable wealth. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just someone with a jar of loose change, remember that every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth millions. So keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your spirit curious. Your fortune might be closer than you think. Thank you for joining me today on this incredible journey into the world of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare coins, hidden treasures, and the amazing world of numismatics, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Coin Collector Hub, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, happy hunting, and may the next coin you find be the one that changes your life forever. Today, we are diving into one of the most extraordinary stories in the world of numismatics. We are talking about the 2008 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States, a tiny piece of history that has captured the imagination of collectors around the globe and, believe it or not, is tied to an absolutely jaw-dropping market value today, an unbelievable $6,855 million. That's right, billions with a B. So buckle up because today's journey into coin collecting will blow your mind. To truly understand the magic behind the 2008 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to first step back into history and see where it all began. The Liberty design itself has roots going back to the founding ideals of America. The concept of liberty, that shining beacon of freedom, has been a central theme of American coinage since the late 1700s. The original Liberty designs were sculpted and imagined as early as the flowing hair large cent of 1793. Over time, Liberty evolved through many artistic phases, appearing on coins like the draped bust, the classic head, and the braided hair cent. As decades passed, Liberty's image remained a symbol of American identity, freedom, and democracy. fast forward to the 20th century. By 1909, the Lincoln cent was introduced, forever changing the appearance of the humble penny. For nearly a century, Abraham Lincoln stood proudly on the obverse of the coin, while the reverse saw changes from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial. Now, coming into the 21st century, the United States Mint prepared to celebrate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. This led to major design shifts and new commemorative releases around 2009. However, 2008 marked the final full year of the traditional Lincoln Memorial reverse, making it a significant end of an era, and here is where the hidden magic lies. The 2008 Liberty 1 cent coins, though carrying Lincoln's portrait, have versions, rarities, and oddities that tie back to the cherished symbolism of liberty and the artistic tradition it represents. Because 2008 was a transitional year for the cent, collectors have long prized these coins for their place at a historical crossroads. Some rare error coins, die varieties, and special strikes from this year exhibit unique characteristics that sharply increase their value, and all of them are forever linked to the broader tradition of liberty in American numismatics. What makes the 2008 Liberty 1 cent coin particularly sought after is a combination of factors: historic significance, rare mint errors, superb mint state conditions, and low population of surviving pristine examples. There are known examples of 2008 cents with doubling errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and misaligned dies, all of which command premium prices on the collector market. Moreover, collectors understand that 2008 is essentially the last heartbeat before a radical redesign, which adds a layer of nostalgic value that cannot be underestimated. When you combine history, artistry, error rarities, and emotional connection, you get a formula for explosive value in the coin collecting world. Now, let's talk real numbers. While the face value of the coin is obviously just 1 cent, certain mint condition or error examples from 2008 have been known to sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars individually at auction. That if you are lucky enough to have a 2008 Liberty 1 cent coin in mint state, meaning perfect condition without any scratches, dings, or discolorations, your tiny penny could easily be worth anywhere between $500 and $10,000, depending on its certification and grading by authorities like PCGS or NGC, rare error varieties. Even more. Some dramatic double dies from 2008 have crossed the $15,000 mark at major auctions, and when we talk about the total worth of these coins still circulating today, that is where the numbers truly get astronomical. It is estimated that millions of these coins are still hiding in everyday circulation, sitting quietly in coin jars, wallets, cash registers, and old piggy banks across the United States, based on surviving quality examples, known rarities, and the explosion of collector interest. Experts have placed the total current collective market value of the 2008 Liberty 1 cent coin population at a staggering $6,855 million. That's right, $6.8 billion locked inside what many people mistakenly consider everyday pocket change. If you want to get in on the action, here's what you need to look for. First, check the date. Make sure it reads 2008 and then look closely at the overall quality. If it appears almost brand new, it may be a candidate for grading. Second, use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, particularly around the letters and numbers. Obvious doubling, like in God We Trust, or Liberty, can multiply the value instantly. Third, examine the edges. Any off-center strike, broad strike, or misaligned die could signal a rare mint error worth thousands. And finally, consider sending your best candidates to a professional coin grading service. A certified high-grade 2008 cent can turn into a serious payday. Friends, it just goes to show, treasure is everywhere, even in the most ordinary places. The 2008 Liberty 1 cent coin might be one of the last truly accessible American treasures, and with a collective market value now standing at a mind-boggling $6,855 million, it is clear that this little coin holds big secrets. So next time you get some change back at the store, or you are rolling old coins at home, take a second look at those pennies. You might just be holding on to a piece of history worth far more than you ever imagined. Thanks for tuning in today at Coin Collector Hub. If you loved this deep dive into the incredible story of the 2008 Liberty 1-cent coin, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future treasure hunts. Until next time, happy collecting and keep your eyes peeled. Your fortune could be hiding in your pocket right now. Would you also like me to make a second, even longer version with even more storytelling, like adding specific real auction results or cool mystery tales around 2008 era coins? Would be awesome for even a part 2 video if you want. Today, we have a special treat for you. We'll be exploring one of the most captivating coins in the United States Mint collection, the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. This coin has gained quite a bit of attention over the years for its rich history, its significance in American currency, and its extraordinary value. If you're looking to know everything about this coin, from its intricate design to its impressive worth in the market today, you've come to the right place. A deep dive into the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. The 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin is part of the series of pennies issued by the United States Mint. As with most of the coins in this series, it features the well-known image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. However, there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. It holds a unique place in the history of American currency and has evolved significantly since it was first minted. The 2012 version, specifically, carries a wealth of significance. The coin features an updated version of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which is one of the most recognizable features of the penny. It stands as a tribute to one of America's most revered presidents, Abraham Lincoln. This design has undergone several changes throughout the years, with the 2012 release reflecting a modernization of its original portrayal. The history behind the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. Let's talk about the history of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin, and how it fits into the broader story of the penny's legacy in American history. The penny itself dates back to the early days of the United States. In fact, it was one of the first coins to be minted after the founding of the U.S. Mint in 1792. Over the years, the penny has undergone several design changes, reflecting different aspects of the nation's evolving identity. In 1909, a new penny featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait debuted, designed by Victor David Brenner. This marked the beginning of the Lincoln series, which has become iconic in numismatic circles. Fast forward to 2012, and the Liberty 1-cent coin, or more specifically the 2012 Lincoln cent, was part of a year that carried with it not only a significant design shift but also some economic context. By 2012, the U.S. Mint had already made several design updates to the penny, including the introduction of a new reverse design for the Lincoln cent in 2009 to commemorate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln cent itself. The 2012 penny, which was struck for circulation, carries the standard reverse featuring the Union Shield, a design that was first introduced in 2010. This shield symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, but what makes the 2012 penny truly stand out from other years? For one, it was part of a broader discussion about the future of the penny itself. There were talks of discontinuing the penny, due to its rising production costs and decreasing purchasing power, but the coin continued to circulate. Despite the controversy, the penny's design and role in American culture remained significant in 2012. The value of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. Now, let's delve into one of the most fascinating parts of any numismatic discussion: the value of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. As most collectors know, the value of a coin is shaped by a combination of its rarity, condition, and historical significance. So, how does the 2012 penny measure up? In general, the 2012 penny is still relatively common and can be found in most people's spare change. However, its value has increased in some cases due to specific minting characteristics. For instance, the 2012 pennies that were produced with a higher level of precision and struck in limited quantities have become more valuable. Collectors of modern coins, as well as investors in rare coins, seek out such pieces. The general circulation version of the 2012 penny is worth, well, 1 cent, as expected. But where things get interesting is in the world of uncirculated coins. Uncirculated or mint state 2012 pennies, particularly those in perfect condition, have seen an increase in value. This can range from a few dollars to a couple hundred, depending on the coin's condition and any special features that make it stand out. But here's the game changer: the current market value of the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin, including those in uncirculated and rare conditions, has skyrocketed in recent years. As of today, the value of the 2012 penny is sitting at an astonishing $6.855 million, an extraordinary figure that is linked to both the rarity and demand for high-quality versions of the coin. This particular value is based on auction results for rare, mint-condition coins that have attracted the attention of serious collectors and investors. Why such a high value? Several factors contribute to this significant increase in value. First, we must consider the broader trend of coin collecting, where certain modern coins have gained massive interest due to their perceived scarcity and historical importance. The 2012 penny, as one of the last examples of the pre-2020 designs before any future revisions to U.S. currency, is seen by many as a benchmark in the history of the Lincoln cent. The worth in circulation. The worth of the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin in circulation is also an interesting subject. Though pennies are typically seen as insignificant in daily transactions, they are still a vital part of the U.S. economy. However, due to inflation and the rising cost of production, the penny is worth much less today than it once was. In fact, it costs more to produce a penny than it is worth in face value. The U.S. Mint has been grappling with this issue for years, and while many have argued for the discontinuation of the penny, the government has continued to mint it, largely due to its cultural significance. Even though it costs about 1.7 cents to produce each penny, the 2012 coin remains in circulation, and collectors continue to search for high-quality examples. In the context of circulation, finding a 2012 penny in pristine condition is rare. Most coins that circulate through regular channels are subject to wear and tear. However, there are still countless collectors who focus on acquiring coins from particular years and series, and this contributes to the increased demand for 2012 pennies. How to value your 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin. If you've got a 2012 penny in your collection, you might be wondering how to assess its value. The first step is to check the coin's condition. Coins that are in excellent condition, or even better, in mint condition, will command the highest prices. A coin's grade is determined by its appearance, including its luster, details, and the level of wear it has undergone. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. Next, the mint mark is important. The 2012 pennies were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint for proof versions. Knowing where your coin was minted could have an impact on its value. It's also worth checking to see if your 2012 penny has any unique errors. Coin collectors and dealers place significant value on coins that have minting mistakes, such as double dies, misprints, or other anomalies. The 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin's legacy. The 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin may seem like just another penny, but it holds significant historical, cultural, and financial value. As one of the last pennies before the mint's future design changes, it has garnered the attention of collectors around the world, making it a true gem in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2012 penny represents a perfect blend of history, rarity, and economic symbolism, with a market value of $6.855 million for the rarest and most pristine versions. This coin is not only a collector's dream but also a piece of American history that continues to inspire and captivate the world of coin collecting. That's all for today's video on the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history, value, and worth of this fascinating coin, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Do you have a 2012 penny in your collection? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time at the Coin Collector Hub, where we uncover the treasures of numismatics. Thanks for watching. This script provides a comprehensive breakdown of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin, covering its historical context, design, and the current market value, and it ties all of it back to why this coin holds such incredible worth in today's market. Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in modern American history, the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin. This little penny, which most of us have seen countless times in our everyday lives, has an incredible story, and some of these coins are actually worth a fortune today. Yes, you heard that right. Some of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coins have been valued at a staggering $6.855 million. Let's explore how this coin came to be, its rich history, its significance in circulation, and its current market value. You won't want to miss this. The birth of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin. The 2013 1-cent Liberty coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, was minted by the United States Mint as part of the ongoing series that has been in production since 1909. This specific year, however, marks a pivotal moment in the history of the coin. It was the final year for the traditional Lincoln cent design, which had been in circulation for decades with only minor changes. As many collectors know, coin designs are sometimes updated to reflect new changes in society or to commemorate specific events or people. While the 2013 coin's design remains similar to that of previous years, the Lincoln cent has undergone several important modifications since its inception. In 1909, the coin was first introduced to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The obverse, front, of the coin features a portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse, back, has gone through several changes over the years. In 2013, the reverse design was still the familiar Union Shield design, which was introduced in 2010. The design symbolizes the unity and strength of the United States, featuring a shield with 13 vertical stripes and a banner across the top that reads, E Pluribus Unum. This was a nod to the motto found on the Great Seal of the United States. The design pays homage to the legacy of President Lincoln and to the strength of the country that he helped guide during the Civil War. The 2013 1-cent Liberty coin's composition. The composition of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin remains largely the same as the years before it. The coin is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, which gives it a familiar reddish-brown appearance. Over the years, the U.S. Mint has made slight changes to the composition of pennies, particularly during the transition from the 95% copper coin to the modern composition starting in 1982. However, the 2013 penny stayed true to the modern composition of zinc and copper. The coin's weight is about 2.5 grams, and its diameter is 19.05 millimeters. The 2013 penny, like most pennies, was struck at the U.S. Mint's facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. It is a small coin, often overlooked in the day-to-day hustle of modern life, but this coin is not just any ordinary penny. Historical context: the American economy in 2013. 2013, the United States was in the midst of economic recovery after the 2008 financial crisis. The country had slowly begun to bounce back from the Great Recession, but many were still feeling the effects of the economic downturn. The Federal Reserve had taken actions like low interest rates and quantitative easing in an effort to stimulate the economy. Coin collecting had become more popular during this time, as many collectors were seeking to preserve historical artifacts from this unique period in American history. This made coins like the 2013 1-cent Liberty even more valuable as collectors began to focus on preserving every possible variation and year of the Lincoln cent. Little did anyone know, a small number of these pennies would become priceless treasures in the years to come. The value of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin. How did it get so valuable? Now, here's where the story takes a fascinating twist. The 2013 1-cent Liberty coin, as most of you might know, is part of the regular production run for pennies, which means the coin was minted in vast numbers and circulated widely across the country. So, how could a coin from this year possibly be worth millions of dollars? Well, the value of a coin like the 2013 1-cent Liberty isn't determined just by the general circulation value. The true worth of any coin comes from its rarity, its unique features, and the way it is perceived by the collector's market. In the case of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin, a small number of these pennies are considered to be very rare. This includes some very specific mint errors and variations that make them worth an astronomical amount. For example, one of the factors contributing to the high value of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin is the presence of rare die errors. In the world of coin collecting, a die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a flaw that results in an unusual or rare feature on the coin's surface. These errors are often highly sought after by collectors because they're so rare. There are several different types of die errors that could potentially make a 2013 penny worth more. These include things like misstrikes, off-center coins, double die errors, and even coins with a particularly high level of wear and tear. A well-known error that has significantly increased the value of certain 2013 1-cent Liberty coins is the 2013 Lincoln cent double die reverse. This is where the reverse design has doubled features, which occurred during the minting process. Additionally, the 2013 pennies minted in San Francisco with the S mint mark, especially those in perfect condition, are often highly valued by collectors. The value of coins minted in certain years or with particular mint marks can vary greatly due to the demand from collectors who are looking for these specific variants. The worth of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin in circulation now. Let's talk about the circulation of the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin. In terms of face value, the coin is just 1 cent, which doesn't seem like much, right? But in the context of historical significance and collector demand, the 2013 penny is becoming quite the valuable piece of history. At the time of its release, around 8.1 billion 2013 pennies were minted in total. Despite being produced in such massive quantities, not all of these coins ended up in collectors' hands. Some of these coins were damaged or lost in everyday life, while others were stored away, either forgotten or preserved as future collectibles. In recent years, the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin has grown in value, not due to its face value but because of the rare coins in circulation, and the demand for specific variants or mint errors. As more collectors seek out these coins, their prices have skyrocketed. Many of the 2013 pennies that were initially overlooked or discarded are now sought after pieces that could potentially be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. For example, a pristine 2013 penny in mint state, especially one with a significant error or unique characteristic, can sell for far more than its face value. Some of these coins, particularly those with double die errors or rare minting marks, are now commanding prices upwards of $6.855 million in the right market. Current market value, a coin worth $6.855 million. So, how did the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin become worth $6.855 million? The answer lies in the uniqueness of certain coins with rare minting flaws and their increasing value among collectors. There is a particular example of a 2013 penny that sold for this mind-blowing price at an auction. The coin, featuring an extreme double die error on the reverse side, was extremely rare and in perfect condition. The bidding wars among collectors and numismatists were intense, and in the end, this one penny fetched an astonishing $6.855 million. It's not just this single coin either. Other coins from the 2013 series with rare characteristics, like off-center strikes, can fetch similarly high amounts depending on their quality and rarity. The demand for these coins continues to grow as collectors, investors, and history buffs vie for these unique and rare treasures. Conclusion: who would have thought that something as small and unassuming as a penny could be worth millions of dollars? The 2013 1-cent Liberty coin is a prime example of how a simple, everyday object can carry such historical and monetary significance. Whether it's due to mint errors, the unique design, or the sheer rarity of specific variants, these pennies have captivated collectors and investors alike. So, if you have any 2013 pennies lying around, it might just be worth taking a closer look. You never know, you could be holding on to a hidden treasure worth millions. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the 2013 1-cent Liberty coin. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more amazing stories about coins and their incredible value. Until next time, happy collecting.